Hi, welcome to the channel. Today's video we're going to be wallpapering with a difference. Hi, so welcome to the channel. Today we're in this office building and we've got a feature wall to do in this meeting room. So this is the final wall to be done, their feature wall with this graphic, and they've had lots of work in here already. They've had this feature wall done with the lights, they've had the printed lights on the ceiling, and also this doodle board over there. This final wall should bring it all together. So this is the design that the customer has chosen. Traditionally, a wall like this would be done with printed vinyl. It's quite labour intensive. There'd be 2 people at least used to put a vinyl on a wall like this. We're trying this new product, which is a printable wallpaper. Well, it's new to us. We've never used it before, but we're going to see how it goes. It's going to be hung the same way as any paste-the-wall wallpaper. We've got a heavy-duty paste that we're going to mix up, put that on the wall. When we've got our plumb line on, we're just going to go from there, and hopefully it works fantastically well. Right, so the steps that we'll be following today are exactly the same for any paste-the-wall wallpaper. So if you follow what we do, you'll be able to put any wall covering onto your wall. So we've got all the dimensions and all the panels printed off and laid out separately so we know which piece goes where. We're going to be starting with this. Up to this, we've checked this is perfectly plumb, so we'll be starting from there. We've measured out 985mm, which is the width. It's quite a wide piece of paper, but there's less joins and it should be easy to do. So we're going to put a pencil line down there, and then we're going to paste the wall. As always with wallpaper paste, make sure you're using a nice clean water. And we're just going to sprinkle this in there, not too much at once because it'll clump. So nice and steadily and mixing as we go. So we've got our paste mixed up. The idea is there to leave that for about 5 minutes, come back and give it another mix to break the set, and then it's ready to put on. In the meantime, I'm going to scribe this mark onto the wall. This is our plumb line that we'll be fitting our paper to. So the first prep stage that we're going to do is we're just going to denub the walls, and that's just getting rid of any of these bits of paint that are left on there, any flecks, just so our paper goes on nice and smoothly with none of these little bits sticking through. So we're going to start by pasting the top and bottom of the wall with our brush, and up the side there as well, and then we're going to use the roller. Okay, so when you do put your paste on, if you just make sure that you put it past this line, so that when you come to put your next sheet on, you've already got your paste on the left hand side and you're not having to paste close to the finished print. So as you're applying your paper, I think it's best practice really to smooth down the middle and then to push the paste out to the sides, just to get rid of any excess that's there. And then we've got a really good straight edge up there. So we'll just trim the bottom off, and then we'll move on to the next piece, and then we'll wipe off, if there is any glue, we'll wipe it off the paper with a damp sponge before you carry on. Yeah, like any paste-the-wall paper, it's much easier to use. The downsides of pasting the paper is that you need more things to do. Also, the paper can tear when it gets wet, it can stretch as well. But this was super, it's gone on so easy. We'll know more in the next piece how much it moves to get this lined up. But it's really strong, so much tougher than a standard paste-the-wall paper. So far I'm really enjoying hanging this. It's only the second piece, but it's really tough, really hard wearing this material. So a real advantage over using a vinyl. Traditionally with a vinyl you get, I think they call it bleed, where this panel overlaps the previous one. And in this case there's a 10mm overlap, which I wasn't expecting there to be, like with a wallpaper. But here I can move this around, I can manipulate it really easily to get it into position. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've started papering from this end, so all our overlaps are actually facing into the room. So when you come into the room, you can see the overlap. So I've done this one here, and I've swapped the two papers around, so the piece at the back, which has got adhesive on it now, overlaps the other piece, and it's, as you come into the room, the overlaps will be less obvious, and also it'll be stuck down. We were thinking we might have to use an overlap adhesive to get these to stick, but I think doing it this way, it saves us a little bit of work. Right, so that's it, the meeting room's finished, our feature wall is on. It's taken us about 45 minutes to get this paper on. It looks really good. Only thing we might do next time is we might get away with the bleed that was on there, that 10mm overlap. Well, when we do it again, we'll just try it and see what happens. But we're really happy with how it is. It's really changed this room, and we hope you've enjoyed it as well. And if you have, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, comment below, let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.